that the right to protest is right to peaceful protest. No civilized society will tolerate violent protest. Violent protest is criminal, but peaceful protest is a right. So if the protesters come out and they are peaceful, there is no challenge. There is no difficulty in balancing their rights to protest and our duty to maintain law and order. Well, what I will say here is I will just use this opportunity to appeal to the youths of Nigeria. Please ignore anybody inciting them into violence. There have been calls. People have been calling on youths to come out, to come and replicate what they did in Kenya, in Nigeria. They should copy and paste what happened in Kenya, in Nigeria. We already have our own fair share of violent protests. We have had series of violent protests in Nigeria. There was the SAP riot of 1989. There was the students' crisis of 1986, the ABU crisis of 1986. The Ali Must Go protest of 1978. So we have had our own fair share of violent protests in Nigeria. The most recent is the EndSARS crisis of 2020, where apart from innocent lives that were lost, there was mega destruction to public infrastructure, especially in Lagos. There was unprecedented destruction and looting of private businesses. Worth trillions of naira. Job losses were in several thousands. Loss of revenue due to productive hours lost, calculated to be in several billions of naira. And what do we have left? Insecurity took over post-EndSARS crisis. All those places where police stations were burnt down, go and ask them if they want any protest. Go and hear them. Let them share their experience with you. All those areas where they burned down police stations, criminal gangs took over. Armed robbers terrorizing them. Young ladies cannot come out once it is 7 p.m. Several women raped. People were calling for the return of the police. So it is usually from violent protest to violent crime. That's what follows. After the violent protest, what follows is violent crime. All the arms looted from police armories are in the hands of criminals, now terrorizing members of the public. Is that what we want again? Anybody calling the youths to come out of violent protest, they don't like the youths. So I am using this opportunity to call on Nigerian youths to shun violent protest. They should not be used for violent protest. Violent protest does not bring any positive result anywhere. It leaves in its trail tears, sorrows. And that is why you rightly said that the silent majority have vowed that they are going to wait for these people who want to destroy our communities. These are unpatriotic elements who don't even believe in the country. They just want to burn down our country. And many of them who are inciting this violence, they are abroad They are not in Nigeria. We have checked them out on social media. They are not living in Nigeria. They stay abroad and inciting youths do what they did in Kenya. As if we have not. What happened in Kenya that has not happened in Nigeria before? So this is a delicate time to want to engage in any form of violence. And all Nigerians will come together and say no to violent protest. Not any form of violence. I know so many people who lost their jobs after the EndSARS crisis. Their business burnt down, warehouses looted. And here we are in 2024. We want a repeat. Only criminal gangs are calling for a repeat of what happened in 2020. Yes, we know that there is hunger. Times are hard. But government is doing their best to ameliorate the suffering of Nigerians. A lot of measures are being put in place. Government is already hearing the cries of the people. Even governors at their own level are trying their best to make sure that things in their states are stable. And this is not happening only in Nigeria. It's a global meltdown. I know some people who left Nigeria because they felt Nigeria was hard. Now they want to come back because where they went is even harder. Just 2 days ago, I was having a phone conversation with a friend who is a doctor in Canada. And she was telling me that in her clinic, they arranged to distribute foodstuffs to people in their neighborhood. And that she was surprised to see the number of people that came out